So as you look forward to, say, 2020, what do you see the powertrain mix being in terms of the fleet?
In the U.S. or global? Okay. Okay. Well, we're going to have hopefully two different types of engine, compression ignited, spark ignited, two different types of fuels, high cetane diesel, which brings us to a refinery question in the United States, that we're running about a 40 cetane in the U.S. and we're losing refinery capacity. We're not increasing it, so I don't see how that gets solved. So I don't see how we get the advanced diesels in the United States. A high octane fuel. I mean, if you had an advanced IC engine running directly on ethanol or E85, not a flex fuel, but something that I could get about 105 octane, I'm getting very close into 14-to-1 compression ratio, and you start to get HCCI type of attributes, but not an HCCI engine. So I see those going forward. I think that you're always going to have a hybridization going on there, just because it's ridiculous to lose the braking energy and throw it away in heat. That's stupid. Why would you do that? And we're going to get batteries better, and we're going to lower that down. As to whether that carries into bigger battery applications, I think that's really more of a regulatory kind of question than an actual market pull, because we're getting so good with the other stuff. So if we just straight market pull, we'd probably head toward hybridized, spark ignited, compression ignited types of things. There's also going to be some gaseous fuels. Whether that occurs in the United States or not, I don't know, but it's certainly going to occur in Latin America and Eastern Asia, and we're going to see a lot of natural gas coming down the road. And that's a different kind of engine as well.
I have a question about catalysts. I just saw that GM came out with some work on metal oxide catalysts.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the platinum for diesel.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering whether, you got similar work going for the fuel cell catalysts.
Oh yeah.
Our making progress.
We got two things. We've got at Toyota Central Research in Nagoya. That's just material stuff. And then in Higachi Fuji at the labs there, it's research and development going on. Yeah, of course, everybody does. And the thing is a lot of these catalysts become very special, and we got to quit talking about low sulfur fuels and start talking about no sulfur fuels, and then getting the sulfur out of the distribution system. Yeah.
When the Prius PHV hits the market in 2012, does Toyota expect to sell it in select markets like we're seeing with the Volt and the Leaf, or do you think it will be like a nationwide rollout?
It's a good thing that we don't take guns to our distribution meetings.
Somebody else.
Yeah. We're having those discussions. I don't know. It makes sense, to do a limited rollout. So it's a check counter check kind of thing. But on the other hand, if you don't roll it out everywhere, and who makes a phone call to the dealer and says we're not going to send them to you, so it's push and pull. I don't know. I don't know what the best answer for that is. This stuff's pretty bulletproof, but is it bulletproof kind of things? And how does it, and cold weather is always a problem with lithium technology. Hot weather is a real problem, and how do you treat that? How do you do that carefully? The other thing is the variability in performance, weather-related variability in performance, driving variability in performance. That's the big thing, is how do you communicate that to the customer? And some of this stuff that you've seen, my car gets 120 miles. You've seen them on the decals on the side of the car. Well, come on, they don't either. Well, maybe they do, a little tiny thing. But if you're communicating 120 miles per gallon and stuff like that, and you're actually delivering 60, well, you created this. We created a firestorm when our Prius was rated at 50-something, and people are getting 45, so it's like 10% change. We didn't even do that as EPA. So if you're pushing 120 and you're delivering 60, so that kind of stuff has to get sorted out. How do you communicate this? JC talked about it a little bit. How do you make this transparent to the customer when there's so much hype out there going around? It's not this bad. It's just differences in how it works. Yeah.
It's a question about the fuel cell hybrid, or
Yeah.
the fuel cell vehicle.
Yeah.
And you've gotten it so you've got consistent cold temperature startup.
Mm-hmm.
But the stack durability, is that still coming from freezing inside the membrane? Is that the main reason for the deterioration, or simply the operation with the deterioration at a molecular level?
First of all, their stack durability is pretty good.
Yeah, but you have a target to increase stack durability appreciably, and I'm wondering.
Yeah,
is-
that was an old slide, actually. Look, we're still going
It's old stuff.
We're still going to tell you that we've got stack durability issues, but frankly, I don't want to be, I don't want to seem cavalier, but we're pretty durable. But no, it's not actually freezing. That's the problem.
See, so freezing's been managed then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, freezing's probably better than an IC. I mean, cold weather startup.
Yeah, I was just thinking about when you get the water droplets inside the stack, in the stack in the membrane, and as it freezes and expands, you deteriorate basically the face of the membrane.
That would assume that we freeze water in the stack. Okay.